I was born ready.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning for us, other times for other peoples, and welcome to Get Your Paint On at Privateer Press with studio painter Jordan Lambo. Say hello.
Hello.
I'm Jeff Olson, playtest coordinator, and I'm here with our lovely video producer, Tony Konachek, last
Yeah,
name.
close enough.
I mean, you got there. One step at a time.
Crushed it.
No, that's weird. Like when you work with people for a long time, it's like, especially when you see their names in email
Emails and
very
stuff.
frequently, and all of a sudden you're like, I don't actually know how to say that.
How do you pronounce it? Actually, I actually don't know.
Just Konachek.
All right, cool.
It's,
Got
it's
there.
sadly phonetic. It looks
Yeah.
intimidating, but it reads
sounds
like it looks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be painting with Jordan, and before we do that, I'm going to get to some super sweet announcements. Like, did you know that Elephant Bar Mini Crate, Hida Tomatsu, Hida Tomatsu, she's a Crab Clan champion. The last opportunity you have to get her is going to be February 5th. Don't forget to subscribe to that. I get all of my models because I use them for my L5R role-playing game.
Uh-huh.
Additionally, we have Harlequin Versh, your last opportunity to get that bad boy. It's going to be February 19th. And then a couple other cool things. I know Jordan's probably going to chat about it for a minute, but I definitely wanted to pop in and say Danny, our terrain bro, has got a sweet Instagram going now that you can check out. Privateer Press Terrain. I believe it's Privateer_Press_Terrain. And he's going to be posting all sorts of cool projects and sweet dopeness that he's working on, including a really cool Infernals table that I think will probably be showing off at Lock and Load and stuff.
that Infernals table is pretty epic. In fact, you can see some of the pictures here. There's the beginning of the
the
tower.
cool tower. It's like huge.
Oh,
Some of the stuff is new. Some of the stuff is old.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's as tall as the tower is going to be.
Yeah,
That's a
there's-
life-size height.
There's other Privateer Jeff holding up a thingy on the top. And then last but not least, we wanted to kind of point out this cool hashtag P3 painting thing we're doing now. So if you've got cool models you've painted, if you've got some conversions you're working on, some neat terrain or something, post it on the Instagrammals with the hashtag P3 painting. And we're going to go through and we'll pick some things out, and we're going to try and feature them on Get Your Paint On and stuff. Show off some of the community's cool models.
Yeah, send them in. We'll make a fun little slideshow. Show everybody your stuff.
Anyways, Jordan, what are you working on today?
So I'm continuing working on good old Malady Man and our monkey, who we will hopefully get to today. And
when we finish that, do
yeah,
we have anything maybe else on the docket?
I know we were talking about some new stuff over the next couple of weeks, and I do have a new model that I don't think we've ever shown.
I think we've seen the render of it.
Yeah, I don't think we've shown the actual model yet, but I've got it here for you guys on Get Your Paint On, and we'll be painting it
Can
up
we
in the
swing it
next
past
week
the
or
camera
two.
real quick? Just a little. So you could do like just a clip. You know, we need coconuts here for like the clip clopping. Wow, that's so fast. Okay. Anyways, yes, we'll have some. If you stick around to the end of hopefully by the time Jordan finishes this, we'll put some work into another model.
Heck yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get started, shall we?
Yeah, where did we leave off from last time on this paint job?
So we're just kind of blocking in most of the colors right now. Coat's done for right now. We got to do some highlights there. We got to base coat some of the metal here. Try and finish all the base coats right away real quick. And then we can get into defining some of the shades and highlights of the different elements. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Starting off with some Great Coat Gray.
Okay, hold on. So before, I usually do the sound effects
Do we have your
by voice, but today I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I actually went and got some sound effects. So I'm gonna try those out. You guys let me know what you think, which you prefer. But I need to get the Great Coat Gray up.
No, you scoop it.
Oh, thank you, Jeff.
All right, Jordan. This bad boy is going into your army, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, this guy, probably another one at some point here real soon. Carrying on the Old Witch tradition.
Yep.
Okay,
Old
here-
Witch plus her best friend's 30 Dread Rots.
Yep.
Here we go. New sound effect test.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah.
It was like a bloop.
Yeah.
It was like it sound, yeah.
A little blur.
I like it.
And
Not
then
going to lie, that kind of sounded like a poop fart.
What?
That's
What?
exactly what it sounded like.
Yeah, it's a paint splat.
Okay.
Like
I
a
hope
paint.
that's
like
not
a
what
paint
paint
splat
splats sound
hitting a monitor. Like bleh.
Hey man, I'm just calling it like I
He
hear
calls it like I
alright?
sees it.
Well, no, I hope I'm not seeing any of that.
I'm now adding to my list of things to do today to change the sound effects for next week,
From
or Jordan giggles too much.
What do you know about poop farts?
Jeez. Well, hello,
Hi,
Pagani.
Pagani.
Wow,
Oh, I
okay, it
love
took
you too.
Literally
Perfect,
moments to
perfect
derail.
timing. Perfect
Literally
timing for
moments
the-
to derail. And I mean, the monkey's got to go fast, right?
Gotta go fast.
Like he can't take long to paint. He's just like
Oh,
a lot
oh,
of
yeah,
fur.
yeah, no.
I wasn't
That'll
making
go
like a
quick.
Sonic reference.
I mean, sure, you can be Sonic. It's fine.
Could you paint it blue?
I could.
It sounded very wet.
Rancor,
That's what I'm saying.
We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it. Get some Foley work done.
Rancor 2113 said, don't forget the bonus point challenge of painting green flames
green
atop.
flames.
I have not actually.
I think
that
Green
is
Flames would be
something-
pretty sweet, actually. I'm totally
Yep.
down for that. Did I? Oh, I wasn't here
was
last
actually
week.
just thinking about that before the stream went live.
Mhm.
So definitely is going to be happening.
Dope.
Thanks for keeping me honest.
I like the blue coat a lot. Is that like the same blue you were working on with Baron Tunglick?
It's a little different.
Yeah. It looks a little bit more like he's like British, like chimney sweep hobo
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like he's got that kind of look. Like that's the
Mhm.
kind of blue it feels to me.
I mean, I was gonna put a little bit of like brighter colors in there.
Yeah, yeah.
A little bit of that teal to kind of bring in the similarities between him and the tongue look model that I painted earlier.
Do you think
which I
that's
will
going to be
getting
a,
to.
a pretty common theme you're going to repeat across your army? Because you're going to kind of start your army a little bit from scratch in a way, aren't you?
Yes, and I'm pretty partial to teal in general. Like it's just a color that I happen to really like, and that plus like magenta are combinations of colors that I tend to like as well. So I'm probably going to stick with something in that sort of vein.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, y'all are always welcome to try and convince me otherwise.
Oh no, I think
I'm
I
pretty
think it's sweet.
flexible.
No, I think it looks good.
Going with the chimney sweep, I was imagining him if you like painted him up all drab and dirty, and then I realized no, he's like a public facing
No,
gentleman.
he's got
he's
got
a little
legit-
shabby, but
he's got like a
keeps
legitimate
himself up.
business
Yeah.
he's maintaining. Yeah, he wakes up in his Grimkin bed and he has his Grimkin breakfast and he goes out to do his Grimkin 9 to
Time
5.
to grind the organ.
Yeah.
He's grinding them 9 to 5s.
Yep.
Literally.
What color do you think about doing the hair?
His hair is probably just gonna be brown.
I mean, I'll be honest. Just looking at it, there is a universe where he could have like old man white hair
Old
like
man
that.
white
I'm
hair,
just seeing
yeah.
that like the way you have the model turned right now.
Yeah.
If you just kind of hit that with some stuff,
Yeah, I think that could be.
and you
pretty
could do
easy.
like a gray mustache, like he's just like, I think you got to hit the mustache and the because he's got a little bit of a goatee thing going on, right? Am I crazy? It might just be the.
No,
think it's
he's
just a
he's
chin.
got a real strong
Yeah.
chin there.
Yep.
That's all chin.
Yep. Oh yeah! Wow, it is okay. My view from looking at the monitor is a little bit different than seeing the model up close and personal. I like the way he's like tapping his left foot. It looks like he's tapping it in time. You see how it's raised up. Oh man, I love that spicy pink. The best. Are you gonna make him look kind of shabby, or are you gonna make him look nice and clean cut?
Probably pretty clean cut.
So he's
I mean,
got
he's
like
got
a
a little bit of
his
tattering going
hat.
on.
Yeah.
His hat's held together with stitching, and he's got knocks and niches in his clothes. I mean,
Yeah.
clearly
Like,
this guy
as
is
much as
not
it makes sense.
yeah.
rolling in dough.
His Grimkin wife
He's-
put
yeah.
together his Grimkin clothes for the day.
I don't think Doug Seacat's in the chat. Now I have a Grimkin question. I'm like, do they need funds? Like,
Is there
like
a-
I
is-
realize they're not really
is there a
human,
Grimkin
but,
Taylor?
but is there a Grimkin economy?
Yeah.
Oh, new model Grimkin Taylors.
Yeah. Is there gonna be like? Do they have like a Grimkin tailor they go to
Yeah.
and they get like Grimkin fittings?
Yeah. Does Baron Tunglick make more in Grimkin
What's the
I don't know,
exchange rate?
ducats
Yeah,
than
Grim, yeah,
than the
what's
Malady
the
Man?
exchange rate from Iron Kingdom dollars to Grimkin ducats? Can you go to the first bank of Grimkin?
first?
Do they launder money in Grimkin Town? Like,
Yeah. Is this like Master Blaster?
I don't know.
Oh my God, where is Doug? Why is he not in here today?
He's right there. They have as much money as they require.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, they imagine they have money in the pockets. Okay, got it.
Oh, all right.
Oh, because yeah.
So then, Doug, does that mean that the Malady Man's shabbiness is by choice? Like he chooses to represent that way because clearly he could have something different if he wanted it?
That's an excellent question. All right, so you're doing you still working on the pink there? Oh wait, do you have anything on your thumb? Oh, did you wash your
You
thumb
washed
off?
your hands.
I actually
Oh.
have not really gotten a chance to work
Tell,
on anything.
tell
Oh,
since
yeah.
I
everybody
walked
what.
in this
Tell
morning.
everybody what you were talking about, though. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
can, we
so-
can prep it for future episodes.
Yeah, so many painters that I've known, like Jordan and former studio painter Brennan Roy, etc. They tend to like wipe off elements of their brush or do their tip like on their thumb, right? Oh,
Oh,
Like
there it
so.
is.
Oh,
Just
there it
like
is.
that.
And so one of my favorite things is when Jordan and I would hang out after work, I would always try and guess what he was painting by seeing this sort of collection of various colors that had grown on his thumb over the course of the day. And maybe that's something we can kind of bring to get your paint on if Jordan gets some work done before the stream happens. We can kind of guess what he's been working on that morning.
I think we can always take a picture too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So after you're done, we can always just snap a.
Yeah, we
photo of
can
your
put that on
hand.
the P3 Painting Crew hashtag.
So what color are you using now, Jordan?
Just Thamar Black.
Thamar black.
What was the pink you had up? We should
Yeah.
probably toss that bad boy up
Murderous
there.
Magenta.
Sure. I feel like Murderous Magenta comes up a lot. It seems like such a very well-rounded color.
It has a lot of uses, and you can kind of change what the color looks like depending on what shades and highlights you apply to it. So you can turn it into more of a red, or you can turn it into more of a purple, kind
Do
of
it.
depending on
Let's
what
hear it.
you want
I
to
mean,
do.
Okay, here it
we're
comes.
just buying into it today.
What's everybody else been working on? That's a good question. All the people in
Like-
chat.
Yeah, let's
like-
let's hear it, chat. What are you working on?
Who's super hyped about the new Grimkin releases? Is
I'm
anybody- any Grimkin
piggity
players?
pumped. You get it?
Oh, I-
Piggity because like it's
oh, yeah.
pigs. You get it? You guys with me? So it's like there's pigs coming out for Grimkin. So instead of saying like piggity, pumped,
Wait, say it again.
piggity.
I wasn't following the whole thing. You
Okay,
just
so
over.
the whole I'll
Yeah.
reel it back.
Okay. All right.
Piggity pumped. Because it's pigs.
Wait, what does that have to do with?
Because there's pigs coming out in Grimkin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like it's circular.
Got it.
Boom.
That is the
Crushed
extent.
it.
There
Once
it
again,
is.
I've been practicing that one for the mirror for a while, so I want to make sure it really stuck the landing.
No Howard working on Prospero.
Nice.
He's a big robo bro. Bro.
Robro.
He's got a jar in his chest or head thing. He's got a brain in a jar.
What? Maybe? No.
Prospero?
I don't know.
Did you paint Prospero?
Brendan. painted.
yeah.
Wait. Nope.
No, I think it was. What?
I did.
So when I was at your house this last weekend,
Uh-huh.
we were watching the Dragon Ball finals, and I saw your case with your Crucible Guard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a painted Prospero in there?
No. I have Brendan's old Prospero.
Okay.
but-
Because
I did not currently
I
have
had
one.
no, I totally forgot or never knew you had a maquet painted for that army. So
Yes, I painted it up for Jeff Con last year.
Dude, did I just miss that somehow? Is that when you played Joel with tanks?
Yes. Yes.
I
That's
could have
correct.
swore. Okay, I believe you. I must have just been drunk.
So I got a question from Rancor, Jordan,
Yup,
saying,
hit me with it.
"What are your thoughts on painting then assembling? Is it worth it for smaller models? Do you have any tips and tricks for doing that?"
So it kind of depends on who you talk to. So Brendan Roy, our old studio painter, good friend of mine,
Former roommate.
he didn't care. He was just like, nah, I'm just gonna slap this model together and I'm just gonna paint it. Who cares? If you can't see in there, then who cares? So I have kind of similar opinions on that, but it really depends because there are definitely models where it's difficult to paint some areas, but those areas are still super visible. And in those sorts of cases, I would definitely paint the two elements separately. But in, like, for example, I can't show you that yet. We'll show you that later.
What would it be like you have a character who's got like a big great sword jammed into
Yeah,
the ground,
actually,
but it's
you know
like
what? I'm gonna
their
show you
legs
guys.
in front
I'm
of
gonna
it?
show you guys right now,
What?
because I'm feeling like it.
Jordan's going
It's
off
a
book.
remote.
I'm just going off book. We're gonna
Yep.
do this. So this is an Ace
Oh,
Slayer
he's like,
Warhorse.
he went off the.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh,
All right, I got this.
Sweet.
I got this right here. Boom,
Lottie.
boom, like this guy. All right. So for this, I thought about painting these guys on the horse separately, but let's be honest. If I can't fit my paintbrush in here, you're not going to see in there. So I'm just not going to worry about it. And like this guy underneath, up here, I can paint his other side through this big opening right there. His butt right there. Boop, boop, boop.
Grimkin Booty.
Grimkin Booty. So we'll get a better look at this a little bit later.
I think one thing.
But yes, it depends on the model, really, I think is the true answer to that question.
And I think sort of to add a little bit to this, one of the things I've learned over the couple years working here when I was working here part-time and now that I'm here full-time, and, you know, hanging out with you and seeing the models in the cases and seeing you paint models and seeing how we photograph models and stuff, and also just interacting with other painters in the community and stuff. Excuse me real quick. One thing I've noticed is how many eye tricks are involved. A lot of the times when there are parts of the model that either, like, we just understand will be in shade or shadow when you're looking at the model, so it doesn't receive as much attention, or under parts of the model, things like that. There's a lot of it that's visual tricks, kind of, on where you're drawing the person's attention. And that, yes, you're right. If you know, you might not put as much time and effort into getting those little cracks and crevices, you know, between where those little gremlin buddies were like sitting, because that's just not where your eye is going to be when you're looking at the model.
Yeah, well, yeah. Dallas would always mention faces and bases. So put a lot of focus and attention. Make the face nice, bright, and poppy, and then the base as well, where everybody's standing. But after that, you can kind of let boots and legs and arms and things don't necessarily need that much attention.
I saw a couple things in chat that are cool. I'm just gonna guess that that's Andre Karpinski in Twitch chat. Said he's painting a lot of old battle damage Kador. Make sure to post those on the Instagrams with the hashtag.
Please do. Oh yeah, everybody who posted a picture or who's talking about what you're painting, please post pictures to P3 Painting.
I also like the idea that it's Man of War themed plus winter guar.
Winter guar.
And while I recognize that this is just unfortunately missing the D, I really hope it's actually a guar themed Man of War winter guar.
That's super metal. Yeah.
So people working on gators, working on murder crows, debating on what to get next. Get a Malady Man. It's gonna be coming out soon, couple months, I think. Next month
yeah,
or two,
in the next
probably.
couple months.
I'm sure we still said it, but I have no idea what the date is. Working on the workbench, clean up the workbench. Yeah, what's your workbench? How clean? Like how organized is your? Oh gosh, you're gonna go. You dive into for that brush.
I'll dive for that in a second.
Yeah.
I'll answer the question first.
Yeah.
My workstation goes from being super clean when I'm done with the project to being super messy and paints all over the place because I use so many paints during whatever model I'm painting that it's like pulling half of the paints that I have off my rack and just having them on my desk. So quite a few and very messy, and then I'll kind of just get fed up with it, and then I'll just clean it up like before I leave one night. And then, like, the next day, it'll be just as bad. So, for all those people out there who have very messy desks, don't worry about it. It's a pretty common thing.
Blighted to Trollkin Marauders, says Justin on Facebook. That'd be sweet. So, you got the black on those drapes, I guess. Is that you're going to do multicolors, or is that just you doing some shading?
This is just doing, so this right here is going to be like a black finished wood
thing.
You know, like black painted wood poster.
Like lacquered?
Beds? Yeah, lacquered painted or
Got there. Crush it with
yeah,
lacquered.
yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
like an onyx paint job.
Yeah. So it'll be black.
I just wanted to use a fancy word there.
Onyx.
Join the lacquered crew.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to paint this this coat a little bit
All right,
more.
Jordan, I'm going to hit you with some tough questions here.
Oh yeah. Well,
I got a couple things.
This is different.
Yeah, we have
it.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Because what I'm going to do is, Jordan is a Grimkin player, but actually hasn't played as Grimkin in probably like the last year because you were focused on the Crucible Guard release and getting that army done out.
Yep.
So we're just going to test to see. This is going to be guesswork because I don't think you've had a chance to really look very much at the CID rules.
Mm-hmm.
And you've watched me play some games with him, but let's see what some of your retention is. I'm going to ask you some questions. This is the Malady Man card or stat print PDF from the last version of the CID.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to hit you. We're going to ask you 5. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. We're going to see how well you can guess this.
Okay.
All right. What is the speed? And then the chat can jump in too if they want to guess as well. And then the
Yeah,
answer.
please do.
All right. Here we go. What's the speed of the monkey?
7.
Did you guess or do you know?
I know everything.
Okay, that's correct. How about this? What's the armor of the Malady Man?
16.
14. What did you think was 16?
Hmm?
Why do you guess 16?
Because I felt like it.
No, that's fair.
Because he could hide behind his organ.
Yeah. Can you name one of the Malady Man's spells? He has 3 of them.
Desperate Pace.
Yeah, that was a gimme.
Yeah, we've had pretty.
I was
extensive
seeing if I could like
conversations
psych
about
you
that.
out, and maybe you wouldn't think that Desperate Pace is a spell, and you'd
No,
just like
nope,
throw
nope,
something random out there.
nope.
All right,
I
what's
know
the
all about it.
mat of the monkey?
The mat of the monkey?
Mm-hmm.
Probably 5.
Wow, you're 3 for 4. I'm impressed.
I mean,
Legitimately,
let's-
I'm
let's-
legitimately impressed.
let's be honest. You and I talk about dev stuff quite a lot.
It's true.
So
All right, fine. This question I think
it
is
tracks.
probably impossible.
Okay.
What's the rat of the Malady Man?
0.
Nope, 3.
Dang it.
Yeah, that's a non-factor stat for him. No one was gonna get that one. I wouldn't have gotten that one if you asked me. If you had a gun to my head and you asked me what his rat is, it would have been a total blind guess. But we also have some cool questions from. I lost them. Oh wait, no, they're on the back of the sheet.
They're on the back of that one.
Yeah. All right, these are. I'm gonna kind of direct these towards you, but these are actually kind of for chat. So throw your answer out there. We'll give you. We're gonna give everyone kind of a hot second to kind of throw their guesses out there.
Make sure and tell him who they're from
Yeah,
as well, because
so-
he contributed to these.
So we asked Doug Seacat to give us some like cool little lorry factoids. Doug fact. It's a C fact.
Yeah. Oh, C-Fact.
It's a Doug C fact. Oh my gosh. It sells
C-Fact.
itself. C fact. All right. Oh my gosh. It sells itself. All right. So we're gonna go. These are pretty. We're gonna start kind of easy, and we're gonna work our way up. We're gonna see how people do. So feel free to toss into chat your answer.
we gotta make sure and give him. We gotta give him time. To
Yeah. Well, I'll
to
give you.
answer.
We'll definitely what I'll do is I'll ask the question, and then we'll kind of go back to painting for a minute. How's that sound? All right. What was the first monkey we featured in the Iron Kingdoms? Don't guess, Jordan. We'll let people. I'm not. If you even. I'm not even sure. Do you even have a guess? Guess.
Shoot.
Well, actually, here, why don't we do
think
this?
I know, actually.
What paint are you working on right now? We'll do some paint
So
stuff.
this is Eldritch, the new Crucible Guard color that we released last year.
Mm-hmm.
The color that I forgot to have when we worked on Baron Tunglik. So getting a little bit of that in here.
Oh man, I'm just really excited about C-Fact now. And do you think you're gonna do anything wacky with the monkey, or are you just gonna kind of paint him like monkey colors?
Monkey colors, probably. Frankly, I want to get onto this Naceslayer Warhorse real bad.
So we're like cruising here.
Yeah,
We're in cruising speed.
we're at cruise.
What I should have done is, because another thing that my wife and I are planning a trip to Japan later this year, and one of the things they have there is they have these cool. I guess they're indigenous to Japan monkeys. They got
Okay.
little like red faces and stuff. I should have like grabbed one of those and shown you we could have painted them like that.
I'm so down for that. Actually,
I think they're kind of got like a whitish brownish fur and like red faces, and you can go and they like chill in hot springs and stuff, and you can go to like the parks and mountains where they're like hanging out and they're just like cruising. We're gonna Google Japanese monkeys. Yeah, look at them, look at the little white face or little white and red faces, and they hang out in the.
Oh yeah, monkeys totally happening like that. That's
Yeah.
happening. Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
there we go.
Yeah,
There's
we
your-
should do that.
There's
guy.
your reference.
Yeah. Wow, that monkey is horrifying.
That is definitely the Malady Man's monkey. That is a Grimkin monkey if I've ever seen it.
Can they stream see that? Probably not.
Wow.
Oh my God, this is gonna look incredible.
Okay, yeah,
Go
we're
back
doing
to
that.
the-
That's happening.
Like, just look. Let's look
Yeah.
at his face. Oh gosh.
And focus. There we go. Yep.
Look at that face.
Yeah, let's do the red face and like the
Uh-huh.
white gray fur.
I'm very into this.
All right, we'll get there.
All right,
Crushing it.
that's happening.
Let's go see. Does anyone have any answers for our question for chat? Was who is the first monkey we featured? So I am seeing some answers.
I actually think I know.
Okay,
but
well,
I
I think we've
know-
given some time. So what is your answer?
So I only remember the name of the mini crate version.
Okay,
Miss Walls has a monkey, right?
that is correct.
Pretty sure that's the first one.
I'm gonna
may be
give. So
wrong.
we've seen a couple of David Shirley, Bob Hoffner, Necrolazoo. That's Travis, Quasitor. All answered Mr. Walls' monkey. I'm gonna give you guys half credit because while that is true, it is Mr. Walls' monkey. The monkey's name is. Whoa.
Can anybody come up with the monkey's name?
Yeah, that's what you need for full credit.
Nah. Nope.
See if we'll give people we'll give them a good 10, 15 seconds to see if anyone
It's a
can
question
toss
of like
in.
who can hop on. To
on
phone
the
fastest.
yeah, some Google it real quick. What's the name of Mr. Walls' monkey?
So I want to go while we're waiting. I want to go back up here.
See if we miss any questions.
We had, Becky Red says she's working on her Crick's Army and is halfway done. Thanks for all the tips. We've made a massive difference to their painting.
Heck yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I would love to see some of those. Go post those with the
Yeah.
hashtag P3 Painting.
P3 painting. Let us
Thanks,
see
Becky.
all the awesomeness.
Good David Shirley, it's not on Google. He checked.
You know where it probably is though? It's probably on War Room.
That's a good
Because
question.
I'm pretty sure that monkey is holding a gun.
As I pull out my phone to pull up War Room.
Doug Seacat, I have often been mistaken with what I thought was easy. He thought this one would be.
Oh
an
no,
easy
no.
one.
I mean, people got the answer ish.
Yeah.
But the name is.
I mean, I'm
that's why
pretty
I'm
sure
giving
that's like
partial credit.
the only other monkey in the range.
I mean, there's a relatively high monkey count now.
I don't know about that actually.
We have at least 2 public monkeys, the Malady Man monkey and Mr. Walls' monkey.
Yeah, which leaves
He's
literally.
a mercenary. I'm gonna see if it's on War Room. But yes, so the answer is that Mr. Walls' monkey is named Stubbs. Stubbs the monkey.
Does the Malady Man's monkey have a name?
Nope, he's just
Oh,
monkey.
It's just monkey.
Yeah, actually, what we even
Monkey
say here.
the monkey.
I got the PDF printed out here. Let's see what we even call it. It is called Monkey. Got there, crushed it. I think it's because it's not a unique monkey, right? Like a new
Oh, right.
magical monkey
Right,
keeps
'cause you
popping
can
out
have-
of the.
You can have more than one Malady Man.
Yeah, so you can have multiple Malady Man.
Also, the monkeys.
and the
may
monkey,
back to
when
life.
the monkey dies, a new one.
New monkey, right.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. We don't know. Is it the same monkey? Is it a new monkey? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
This is some serious monkey business.
Is it the same goo every time? Just transported?
Oh yeah, the soul goo or
Pumpkin
whatever.
Goo, soul goo.
Justin Saul Perez in Facebook. When I tend to paint yellow, it's always streaky and runny.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, let's just double check this. So he's referencing one of our P3 videos on the YouTubers. So if you want to hit back to the chat, and I'll finish the question here. So he's been following the video that probably Dallas did
I believe
back
that was.
in the day.
I believe that was Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Using Liquidex Sandy Yellow is the same thing. He's just asking, what are some of your tips for handling yellow? I know yellow is like question mark, like one of the most challenging paints to work with sometimes. Excuse me.
Yeah. So, a lot of, so my recommendations for this will apply for yellow, and it will also apply for white. When you're painting those 2 colors, you don't want to base coat in the color that you're trying to paint. And you also don't want to paint it like that. So, for example, with yellow, you want to paint in browns and oranges and yellows. So you start with your brown, or your like oranges or your browns or somewhere in between, and then you build up to the yellow. It's going to give you a more saturated yellow look, because if you highlight the model in yellow, it's going to change the total look of the oranges and the browns underneath it, and it will make the model look yellow. It'll look a little bit more dirty, but if you keep on, pushing that yellow color, you'll get a lot more like smooth and less streaky and splotchy color. A good kind of example of like where highlights can kind of change the color of what you're painting, like this guy's blue jacket, like especially his hat right here, was very, very blue before. And I haven't really put all that much highlighting in there, but it really looks a lot more green.
Yeah, it looks a lot more teal, green, seafoamy,
Right,
or
yeah.
whatever.
And that's just because those colors are more vibrant, and those are what you're going to see more of and what you're going to focus more of. And the darker colors tend to be more of like an accent. So you'll see it as, instead of being an orange or a brown armor or cloak or whatever, you'll see yellow armor with orange and brown undertones. So using that for yellows and using that for whites as well is a very good way to make that a lot easier. With whites, you'll typically paint in like grays and like blue grays or warmer brown grays, that sort of thing, to create that undertone, and then you'll do your final highlights in white and or in like a really bright off-white color, and it'll create that white look that you're going for. And it's going to be a lot more visually appealing because it's not just going to be a titanium white model or jacket or armor piece or whatever. It'll have all of this color that you've put into it with these other layers below it that really contribute to having this really, really nice looking, rich, like colorful white or colorful yellow. So definitely something that I recommend trying out. Something that I can probably demo on a Get Your Paint On at some point here in the future. But yeah, that's
We could even do maybe some
really
yellows on like the Nayslayer Warhorse.
yeah, potentially.
It'd be cool.
I don't
Maybe
know
like
what
the
I would
shield,
paint.
like a cool heraldry on the shield thing.
That sounds pretty good.
I have this is a really very, I'm not entirely sure what I'm talking about question, so please correct me if what I'm saying is just total bupkis, but when I paint, which is at a very amateur newbie level, you're thinning your paints to various levels. Some are going to be, you're going to sometimes have your paints thinner than others. Is yellow a paint that you generally thin more or less because of the nature of yellow? And does that question make sense? Am I just totally talking out of my...
No, that's a good question. So,
Okay.
um,
all right, okay.
it,
Yeah, all right.
it really
Crushed it.
depends, right? So, if I'm base coating with the color, I will typically have it be a slightly thicker consistency, unless I am painting over a zenithal primed base coat. So, like all of these colors that I'm using, these are almost washes or glazes that I'm using on this model because I want it to be more, I want to see the transparency of the paint over the zenithal base coat, right? If I'm not doing that and I'm painting over like a black base coat, I'm going to want a smoother, stronger initial base coat, so I'll use thicker paint for that typically.
Cool. And it looks like, I don't know when the question was answered, if it was answered before or after, but I'm going to go ahead and give Quasator8086 on Twitch points for calling out Stubbs' name. That's assuming that you put that before I actually gave the answer. We don't know. We don't have a timestamp.
I don't know. There's a about 10 seconds
Yeah,
delay from when
right.
we actually say it to when anybody else can hear it. So you got it. Nice job, Quasator.
And then Travis
now
had
I
a-
need an applause sound effect.
Oh, good. Ooh,
Oz warned me not to make it too morning zoo, but you know what? I
No.
like using the soundboard.
and then Dark Legacy, our boy, our homie in Twitch chat, had asked a question for us that I had no idea what the answer was, which was, what was the ship that Shay and the Talion served on that they had their mutiny on? I have no idea. But
Yeah.
Seacat over here, Doug, answered the question. The mutiny happened on the Exeter, a Mercarian League vessel. So there's our Travis fact for the day. Great. I have another C fact here. We're gonna move to the next one.
C fact.
C
Wait,
fact.
how we do it? C fact.
C fact. All right. This one, we'll see. This could be easier or harder than the previous one. Is where do monkeys come from in our setting? So we know we have at least a monkey that was Stubbs, which is Mr. Walls' previous question. So we're gonna give you guys, you folks, a couple minutes here. But where do the actual monkeys come from? So if you got it, and if you know the answer, just toss that bad boy out there in either the Facebook or Twitch chat. I already actually see some answers coming in. So people feel very strongly about this one. They know their stuff when it comes to monkeys.
Monkeys are the most important. Like you gotta love.
Oh wait,
some
you can
monkeys.
see chat, which makes total sense. But I realize that I can't ask you the question because you'll see the answer pop up now.
I mean, I don't have to know, but I'm just gonna guess
Jeff just likes to challenge you.
Yeah.
from the mind of Dexy Cat.
That's probably
That's
also
insightfully accurate, Jordan.
Just saying, I win.
Yep.
I'm
While
correct.
we wait for some people to still get their answers in here, from Chris Velez, I hope I got your last name correct there. What would be a good suggested color to highlight coal black in the P3 line?
anything.
So, they
al-
want to use
almost
it as a
anything.
Legion skin tone base.
Ooh, okay.
So
all right.
I'm gonna guess that. Let me clarify here, just so I'm also understanding that. Chris wants to do coal black as the skin tone for their Legion beasties and blightedness and stuff.
Yep.
So how would you highlight that?
Let's see here. Coal
'Cause- so
black.
let me jump in here real quick and ask. So in my experience, you can tend to highlight blacks with things like blues and whites, depending on if you're going for like cold or warmer. Is that correct?
So I mean, the thing about coal black is it's really not a black. Like it's called coal black, but it's really more of like a
Dark gray,
dark
or-
teal color.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah,
I just don't know what I'm talking
It's
about.
got some green in it.
Okay, cool. Is that what that one is right there?
This is what this is. So we grab a little bit of this. So this is just straight coal black
On the old Thumberino.
on the old Thumberino.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that-
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you can see
Yep.
a little bit of it.
It's
It
kind of
doesn't
like
show
almost
quite
like
as
got some
well.
blue, some green.
Yeah, it's got some like blue.
It actually
green.
looks like it just has the teal you've been painting in it almost a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, it's really dark. So I use this.
That would be dope looking skin tone on Legion Beasts, by the way.
Yes. Yes.
I'm in 1,000%.
There are a lot of different ways that you can highlight that. I don't typically use it as a base color, but if you wanted to use it as your base color, I would highlight it almost like I would highlight black. Like even though it's not black, it's a little bit brighter. It just makes it a little bit easier. So I would use things like mixing coal black with a little bit of like underbelly blue, and using that as your first highlight. And then maybe at the like the very, very bright edges of that highlight color, I would use maybe some like moldy ochre or something to add a little bit of different color there. And the other thing about like coal black is like I've always liked the combination of like moldy ochre and coal black together. It just creates this like really, really nice, colorful element for lack of a better word. They just look really good together. If you look at Gaston Crossbones, his cloak is painted from our mini crate line. That model was painted by me with coal black for the base coat for his cloak, painted all the way up with moldy ochre. Yeah, with moldy ochre highlights. And you can kind of just see the kind of that transition of color. So that's what I would recommend
Cool.
personally.
Neato. Gurgi 1970 has a question on Twitch. Are the minis being painted on Get Your Paint On available for purchase yet? And the answer to that is, for this model, no. Although there are times, probably.
Yeah, it just depends. We
Yeah.
try to show off cool new models that are coming out, but then from time to time we'll do a project of models that you can get right now.
Yep. I don't have anything in front of me. I'm pretty sure we've shown off the solicitation for this model and its release date at some point.
Yes.
I literally will not comment because I literally don't know. So,
I'm not 100% sure either. It's
I expect it sometime in the next.
it's going to be
3-ish
very
months.
soon.
So, yeah, this model is I really like. This is probably my favorite model from the new
releases.
Grimkin
I
releases.
don't know,
for
man.
sure.
The Naslayer Warhorse is pretty cool.
Yeah, that one's pretty dope. All right, so let's reel it back. Let's take it back to our
Take
C
it back
fact.
for our C fact.
Yep. So the question was, where do monkeys come from in our setting? And we actually had a lot of people hop on this one right off the bat. We've got Riker's Iron, Quesador, Travis jumped in on that one. So if I missed you on Twitch, I apologize. On Facebook, Bob Hoffner jumped on there. Yeah, a lot of people got this one real quick. Excuse me. Rancor got it as well. So the answer is Zoo, the continent of Zoo, which is like down there.
To the south,
Yeah,
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going to
I think
Antarctica.
I've seen the giant map, but
yeah,
that
it's
is
down there
that
somewhere.
one's not fixed in my head quite yet.
Yeah. It's like Mordor or whatever. Or not Mordor, where it's the other place, even past Mordor in the Lord of the Rings. It's like kind of unexplored, right?
So 1 point for everybody who got Zoo. But unfortunately, Jordan, despite my compliment of your answer, I'm going to have to retract your point.
Yeah, was it not originally created by him?
Doug Seacat chimed in. He says, actually, Stubbs was from the mind of Matt Wilson.
Dang it! I thought that might be the case.
Since the drawing of Stubbs predated the description. And on seeing the art for Mr. Walls, Doug's first thought was, okay, now I have to explain where monkeys come from.
we now have to have monkey.
Well. Hold on then. Even if the original concept was from Matt Wilson, if Doug had to create the place that they came from, then my answer is still correct.
Oh, but that's some legal trickery for this totally non-trackable trivia.
I want my point back, sir. Thank you very much.
Look at the camera and push up your glasses because that was good.
Yep.
Do it. Nice.
What a nerd. All right, let's hit up our third question. Our third
Turns
and
out I
final
just like
question.
my points.
Where else have we shown ape-like creatures? In the setting.
Iron Kingdoms?
I mean, Iron Kingdoms is like a specific geographical space, so I'm not going to say that.
On the whole of Immorin?
Yes, I think the answer to this is another place on Immorin would be. So what is the name of that place? Probably. So where else have we shown ape-like creatures? According to the little like email thing we have here from Doug, where he like was like the first one, blah, and it kind of moves on. He's like, I don't think people will get this one. Got a couple answers coming in.
There was another question. There was another painting question that we could do. Oh no, we did that.
No,
one. We got to that.
I also saw another question. Actually, if you scroll back up in Twitch chat, I don't think there's an answer to this, but I think it's like worth us noting. So maybe we can. I think it was up a little further. Beep, beep, beep. It was something about pigments in our paints, and I apologize for missing it. Oh, there it is. No. I apologize for not being able to find it.
If that person who
I think the question was just
there.
about like is this a question about like is there about the pigments in our paints basically?
Okay, well,
But I don't-
what
the
specifically about the pigments?
Yeah,
Right?
I think the answer is we don't really know or have an answer.
Cool. Well, if that person is curious
As
to
I
find
said, I
out,
shrug.
feel free to ask the question again. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll catch it this time. I have some amount of knowledge about our paint line beyond just obviously what colors they are and how we get them, where we get them. So I might be able to answer your question for you.
Or you can, yeah, I don't even know what I was about to say. I think I was about to say like, message you, but then I was like, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that. don't just send random questions to Jordan, I guess. All right, let's see. So the question again was, where else have we shown ape-like creatures? Oh, hold on, get some.
Yeah, I'm like
fully
way
on.
behind on.
Oh yeah, where are we on a paint? Yeah, we're like, we apologize. We're just really wrapped up in this CFAX.
I totally did the wrong thing. Here we go.
It's like Mario collecting a coin.
It's
or
fun.
something.
It's just like I just amuse myself while I'm like going through all this stuff, like giggling.
All right, what paints you got? Give us so we can put some paint
yeah.
splaps up.
A lot. I kind of paint all over the place sometimes. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So Right now, Thamar Black. But if you want a full list of the things that I've been using in the last 5 minutes, I can do that too. That sound is so ridiculous.
Well, how far do you think you are into this guy now? 80, 75%?
No, like halfway.
Oh, man.
There's a lot of stuff going on with this guy.
Do you want to like? Are you gonna like maybe take? Because we're at 10:45. Do you want to take
Yeah.
a break and hit the monkey up, or do you want to
Yeah.
keep plugging away?
We'll hit up the monkey real quick. I want to get this red face going. Oh goodness.
Oh,
Pop it, pop it,
Lord,
pop it. All right,
no,
we're getting there.
save me!
Oh, all right.
Take the wheel,
Oh, God.
monkey.
All right, monkey.
All
You
right.
got this.
Oh my God, the monkey model.
All right. Let's get
All right, let's. I think we actually surprisingly got some answers, and they also look rightish. So let's back it up real quick. Riker's Iron looks like he originally took a stab at writing it, and then got a more writer way to spell it. So the answer to where else have we shown monkeys? And C-Fact, Doug, hit me up because I'm about to mispronounce the crap out of this one. The Alkier subcontinent?
That's how I would say it.
Okay, because I guess you could also say like the Alchier.
Alshir.
I'm gonna go with the hard C, like I'm
Alkier.
gonna go with the Alkier subcontinent, which is between the Scornlands and Western Immorin, southeast of the Protectorate. We showed an encounter between some Trollkin who had moved down there, and a few very large and clever ape-like creatures. That's a little random from Dougie.
Nice.
So from the okay, good, I got it right. Yes,
Nice.
crushing it. Oh man, I'm just slamming
High
them
fives.
today.
I like high fives. There it goes.
So we have also shown some ape-like creatures from the Alkier subcontinent, and let's see, Riker's Iron smashed that one.
Travis got it, but I'm not impressed.
Pretty sure, yeah. Travis got it. I think Quasator 8086 also got it. Those guys are just crushing it here. Those folks are crushing it here in our on our T-Fact quiz. Did anyone in Facebook check it? I thought I saw someone maybe mention it. If you did and I missed you, I apologize. But yeah, looks like we have a couple hardcore lore buds who know their business.
The lore journeyman,
Yep.
journeyman lore masters.
Yep. So those are our C-Facts for the day. Thank you, Doug, for
Thanks, Doug.
shooting those. Those were good. Maybe we'll keep doing stuff like that in the future. We'll get some. Is the plan for next week to kind of close down this / finish work on the Nayslayer Warhorse?
I mean, we can kind of leave that up to chat, right? Like,
Ooh.
I have no preferences, but if chat has a preference on whether or not we move on to the Nayslayer Warhorse and continue working on this guy, I'm kinda
We'll
down
start
for
getting
whatever.
start getting your feedback in, chat, on what you'd like to see. Jordan, I think he's probably at least a good half session probably from finishing up these pair of models. You say that's probably fair?
Yeah,
Dude,
so
I'm
that's
already
perfect.
digging this red face and stuff.
What color is that?
Hit us with your color.
This is just Scorn Red.
Skern red.
And I do not have.
It's like he's just like hitting a coin block.
This is a little bit of underbelly blue.
And if anyone is curious about why he's painting this like this, you should just Google Japanese monkeys and their little things that sit in hot springs, apparently, and they're adorable and hilarious, which is why we settled on this.
I took one look and never went back.
Yep.
Every monkey that I paint from now on will look like that.
Have
monkey.
you haven't worked on the studio version of this model yet, have you much?
No.
Yeah, 'cause I'm sure the studio version will be a little bit more like traditionally brown or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah. I'm not sure what color concept we have set for this guy, but I haven't gotten to that yet. But he's coming up.
It'd be sweet.
Definitely
I'm
coming
excited to see how it all turns out, all the new stuff.
up. Me too. We got a lot of new stuff coming up that I'm super duper excited for. Especially some of the infernals that are coming down the road.
Dude,
I am
yeah.
mega hyped for.
That's a spicy meatball.
It is a spicy meatball indeed.
Oh man, I want a meatball sandwich now. What have I done?
Nope, no meatball sandwiches today, Jeff.
I've been working on a video with Doug Hamilton, who is our digital sculptor. on a little Infernals
Mm.
preview, which should be dropping in a couple weeks. So
Yeah, that stuff
it's
looks
a
rad.
little long timeline. Can't give anything
Mhm.
to you now, but watch out for that because it definitely has some cool stuff in it.
A noise. Yeah, that's actually the monkey with the red and the white will paint up super fast.
Yes.
In fact, he'll just paint up fast on your own. Like this could be like a 10-minute duder, basically.
I'm hoping so. Hoping to
You,
get this guy done by the time we end up finishing.
are you gonna do like his little vest and hat in the same colors as the as his Malady Man?
Yep. That way I can keep them differentiated on the table too. Know which monkey belongs to which Malady Man.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Are you gonna do like if you have multiples, are you gonna paint like each one different like
Yeah.
outfit? Oh
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
nice.
Everything's going to be the same except for the Malady Man's.
Like clothes or whatever.
Yeah, clothing.
That's clever. I like that. That's the kind of stuff I always like to see in armies where you have it like be cohesive, right? But then you just change up the thing. So like for example, in my army, I commissioned out. I had my army painted by a friend. But what I had him do is like I have multiple units of like Dreadrots and multiple units of Hollowmen, and like the Hollowmen, for example, they have glowy bits like their eyes and stuff. And the glowy bits on one unit is purple, and the glowy bits on the other unit is orange. That way
Okay.
I can differentiate them on the table.
Yep.
And like the Dreadrots have like one unit's like got like blue jean pants on, basically like they look like blue jeans. They're blue, and the other one's got like white pants. So it keeps the whole army really cohesive, but allows me to differentiate on the table as opposed to whatever, putting a mark on the base or whatever.
When
Right?
stuff starts moving around.
Yeah, I like being able to just look at the table and know what model belongs where, and not having to like freak out and find a solution that
Conversely, like my war beasts tend to all be painted the same, and they'll just put like a mark on the back of their base on like number 1, number 2. That way I can track them on their cards and stuff. Is usually how I do it.
Yeah, that's usually how I end up doing it too for any units is just attaching some Roman numerals to the base or some sort of mark.
A good friend of mine, Jarrell, Jordanized homie from Mox, he has a big Gatorman army. And so his Gatormen are all painted the same. But on the back, he has Roman numerals for one unit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then for the other unit, it's just like, not Roman numerals, but just like English, like just numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5. And then the third unit is Japanese characters for 1,
Oh,
2, 3,
wow,
4,
nice.
5. And so like each one's got its own, like a different character on how he, the characters he writes the numbers in on the back of the thing. So that's another cool way to do it too. Smoke monsters. Oh, we're talking about Infernals, maybe?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm
back
gonna
up
guess.
here, Drathnik said he was very hyped for Infernals and said that makes 2 of us.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of the perks of working here is that in some downtime I get to cruise the concept art servers and see what's coming out. And
That's actually
getting
when
a lot of the
I-
first looks at everything.
So, again, I'm just going to sort of fall back on sort of my backstory here at Privateer. I started over 2 years ago as a part-time employee because I was working full-time at Mox. And that's sort of when I get my buy-in on the models, because I've been around since basically the beginning of Grimkin development or partway through Grimkin development. And so, as a part of the development team, I mostly spend my time staring at model rules, just like on a database, like, hey, here's just a PDF of just numbers. And it's really hard to get excited, I guess. That's kind of an unfair word because I am excited, obviously. But it's, I was like, oh, Grimkin, cool. Yeah, they've got these small base cab. That's cool. Oh, hey, they got some guys with guns. Sure, whatever. That's all stuff. It wasn't until I see the concept art and then started seeing like the prototype models and stuff. Then I'm like, oh, now I'm just in, right? That's what's been my experience is when you actually see the models or the art and stuff like that. That's when I get really excited because just staring at, they're Mat 5 and they've got a rifle,
Right.
It's like, okay, sure, that's neat, whatever. But then you actually see them come alive, like on the table through like the art and stuff. That's when I was like, oh, okay, this is sweet. I'm totally in on this now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in that same vein, it's like I'll hear the names of different
Yeah.
projects and different models before I ever see the visual.
And yeah, I'll
And
be like, oh, Hollow
yeah,
Man.
it doesn't
man.
feel so impactful just hearing the name.
Yeah,
but
they'll be
once you
like-
see it,
Exactly. Oh, Hollow Man. It's they're like people who cowardice on battlefield, and so they're kind of weird skeletal spirit things. I'm like, sure, okay, that sounds cool. And then you actually see like the unit and the concept art, and like,
it
oh,
looks
like,
dope.
yeah, okay, now I'm totally in. That was definitely my experience with Grimkin. I was like, oh, this is cool. This will be neat. And then I saw it, and I'm like, never mind, I'm buying in. I'm totally in on this. This is gonna be awesome.
All right, we got a few minutes left. We've had a couple of people in chat. One wanted you to finish up the Malady Man, and one wanted you to move on to the Warhorse. So if you have an opinion on what you'd like to see next, voice it now so that we can make our decision on what Jordan will start working on next week.
Oh, I like his little brown
That monkey's
pants.
looking really cool, though.
The red.
He has the same style as the Malady Man.
Do you think that the Malady Man's Grimkin wife
Oh, definitely dresses
like
both
dresses up his monkey, and they're like, "Okay, sweetheart, go out and reave some souls today, or punish the wicked, or whatever." Like, you guys have a nice day punishing the wicked. You know, you got like a little box lunch. I really like the idea of like this.
I
Really,
just
like,
want to see the monkey's lunch pail.
yeah, I have this great idea now in my head of like what Grimkin Suburbia looks like. And he gets home and he like drives up in like his Grimkin Chevrolet and pulls into his Grimkin driveway, and he's all like tired. She like, and his Grimkin wife is like, how was work today, sweetheart? And he's like, oh, I punished so many wicked today. I'm just not sure I can take any more, Sheila.
I just gotta get these feet up.
Yeah.
Kick back in the comfy chair.
Yeah, and watch Grimkin Honeymooners.
We got a couple more people saying Warhorse.
Ooh, Warhorse. Well, I don't want to like suggest that you paint these off camera, but you could probably clean up a couple things on the Malady Man so he could be in a state to post get your paint on. So for the next get your paint on, we could do things like finish up the green flame, since that has been requested, and then move straight on to the Warhorse. Is a thing we could do.
Yeah, we could throw them on the stream, or if it's a time issue, we can always just take a quick photo of them and post it up to hashtag 3P3 painting.
P3 painting. Hashtag 3P3 painting.
What I'll probably do is, as I get more of this painted, I'll start posting it on that as well, so people can kind of keep track of how this army is coming along if people are interested.
Yeah, we should do like a cool hobby blog or something.
Hobby blog's kind of tough because I'm working on painting so much of the
things
studio
move
stuff.
quickly.
Yeah, it's hard to have time to do a whole blog post. But
about your Grimkin army, as it were.
yeah.
Was your Old Witch 3 painted at all? I don't remember.
So
Ish?
yes, and then I dropped her
Oh,
off of
that's
my
right.
desk
Alright.
at home.
So what you're saying is you're going to order a new Old Witch.
I'm kind of in the mood to order a new Old Witch. Like, she's not
Unsalvageable, but
yeah.
no, I mean, I get you. I am the kind of person that if like I smash a model,
Yeah, if
like,
something
you know,
catastrophic happens, you just got to get a new one.
yeah, I'm definitely in the camp of I just don't want to look at this model anymore,
Yes.
and I just want to buy a fresh one and go from scratch.
Which is a
kind of
shame
thing,
because
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like definitely got a whole bunch of work on it.
We have a question about what colors are you using for the pantaloons on
So-
the monkey?
3 colors. We've got rucksack tan for the highlight. So so the base coat is bloodstone, the shade is umbral umber, and the highlight is rucksack tan.
Bloodstone, Umbral Umber, Rucksack Tan.
Yep.
Here we go.
Get those all queued up and get ready to go.
Get 'em all queued up.
A
And
little-
then my sweet, sweet sound effects.
Yep.
And it was Rucksack.
Yeah.
Rucksack Tan.
All right. Smash this soundboard.
Do you want to do it?
No, you crush it, dude.
want
You
me
got
to?
this. Yeah, dude.
I think we need to do soundboard.
I think you should mind your business
Yeah.
and stay
Yeah,
painting,
you know what?
Jordan.
Let Tony do his job.
Jeez.
It's hard for me
He's
to
not
do
telling
my
you how to
job.
paint. Don't tell him how to do his Foley work.
Oh, man.
Oh no, I dropped a Kador Warjack yesterday. It says unregistered Hypercam 2.
Yeah,
Yep.
let me tell you, for those people who have not dropped an Old Witch before, that model will break into a million pieces when you drop it, just so you know. So don't drop your Old Witches. It's, A, they don't like it. B, they don't really exist after you do so.
Yeah. I have definitely smooched some models.
Your Scabrous has been
Oh my lord. Let's
pretty
yep.
horrifically treated.
Striker, I'm not gonna repeat your comment,
Yep.
but I'm gonna say it did make me giggle.
Yeah. Yeah, I had I'm a long time fan of Scavarus. He's one of my favorite models, and I just love the way he plays. And I ran him for a very long time, coming into the like
Scabrous
back half.
purist.
or like the middle of Mark II and then early Mark III as well before I eventually like moved into Grimkin and stuff. And yep, that Scavarus, he took some blows. He got battered pretty bad. I think he was dropped by several different people several different times. Which is why my standing policy is I'm happy to let friends and stuff borrow my models, but my standing policy is if you break it or something, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to get mad at you, but please do me the favor of just giving me the model and I will fix it, because people tried to they dropped my bag. It was like in a locker at Mox, like my bag, and someone dropped the bag and it hit the corner of the bag where Scavarus was, and he exploded. And I didn't notice it for a couple weeks, but the person who had dropped it tried to reassemble him, and in a non-particular, there was oh my god, I broke Jeff's model, I gotta fix it, not thinking that I wouldn't notice. So just if you break models, cool, just let me fix it. I will fix it to the quality that I am happy with. Don't be a hero.
No heroes here.
Here's a question that is, I guess, kind of directed specifically at your personal tastes, Jordan. Would you consider this model for the way you tend to paint your models for your personal use and stuff at home? Do you consider this model tabletop quality for you, or you think this is a little bit higher standard than that?
Tabletop. This is probably not even tabletop.
This is what you would consider your tabletop standard?
A
And that's
little
going
bit
to vary
lower.
for
It's
everybody,
not
right?
done either, right?
Yeah.
When this is done, this is what I would consider to be pretty tabletop.
Cool.
It's not nice tabletop, but it is definitely tabletop. So.
Oh, and Brian in Facebook talks about knocking over someone's award-winning model, and I have definitely seen something like that happen before too. I think I have definitely seen people transitioning models at cons from the case to the judging area. I've seen some models take some spills. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think it would be I deliver one sincere apology, and back away slowly for about 20 feet, and then disappear forever.
And never to return to Narnia.
Yeah, that's pretty horrific.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Actually, so someone talks. Becky is talking in Facebook about how they love Scavarus too, and yeah, I think actually Scavarus was one of the models that got me into Crix originally, for sure, because I just loved big, creepy dude with mechano-scythe thing. Just yeah. I think when I first started the game, when it was kind of right around Mark II, sometime post Mark II launch, I think I started in Signar, and then I think I transitioned to Crix pretty quickly sometime after that, after fiddling around for learning the game and stuff. And yeah, Scavarus I think was the model that drew me to Crix. Just love that dude. Dude's sweet.
All right, I think we're just about out of time though.
There.
Cool.
How do you feel on the monkey? Would you say how far would you say the monkey is along?
I would say he's almost done.
Do you want to do you think 5 more minutes? We could push.
I mean,
the
he's
time.
probably another 10 minutes away
Okay.
from me.
I love him though.
But I'm pretty
again,
happy with
go
where he's at
Google
right
Japanese monkeys and see the picture of the adorable little monkeys. 'Cause that's what we base this bad boy on.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do some teeth. It looks like basically.
Yeah.
Got the eyes
teeth,
in there.
Teeth, eyes. Let me put these guys together.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't even notice that the man's pants were the same. That's good.
What a jaunty pair.
Yeah, I love it. So good. Are you gonna try and pull any of the murderous magenta anywhere onto the monkey? Is there?
I was gonna put it in as shades to the red.
Sure.
Kind of
tie them in there.
together. Yeah. But yeah,
Get your paint on.
thanks for showing up, everybody, and joining me. I will be bringing back the Malady Man, finish up that green flame to at least get all the elements kind of there, and then I'll probably start working on. Oh god!
It's so huge. The
It's
camera's
so
not
big.
set for that.
It is so big.
Yeah, definitely.
Start
pop
working
that.
on this guy next week.
Yeah, show him off. Do some slow rotations.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, he's got 3 little gremlin bros on there, and one's got the lance, and the other one's got a shield, and the other one's pointing. So sweet. And you did some Zenithal priming on that.
Yep, same thing I did on the Malady Man. right in there. But yeah, I love this model so much, and he's huge.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like,
not noticing.
comparative mass, right? Thing is very large.
Yeah, it's on a large base. It's no joke.
Yep. Also on a large base. I'd love to see one of these things sized up next to an actual Nayslayer.
Oh, I should have brought mine in. Yeah, that was a good call. A little too late right now.
They're
I don't want to run
probably-
back to the office.
Because the Nayslayers are about this size.
yeah, they're hooey.
They're very, very
They're
small.
hooey lads.
So, yeah, I'm super excited about this. I hope you guys are as well.
Mm-hmm. And we'll
We'll
probably
have to
be
make some
hitting
adjustments
that bad
to-
boy up next week.
To get this completely in screen, but
Yeah, we'll have to do that camera work for next time. So yeah, let's head up. We want to make sure people feel free to post, please.
yeah,
your
feel
cool
free to post on the
painting
Facebook group.
projects and your conversions and your terrain, all that kind of stuff to hashtag P3 Painting. Why don't you send us home, Jordan?
All right, go home.
Quality
We'll,
exit.
we'll work on the enthusiasm part.
No, seriously, go sign up for the mini crates if you guys haven't already. They're awesome. New stuff coming up for those is really exciting. Don't forget to check out the terrain Twitter page
And
Set
Instagram,
up
yeah,
and
right?
Instagram, I think it is.
Privateer
Instagram, sorry.
underscore press underscore
terrain.
terrain. Yeah, and Danny's going to be posting a bunch of cool stuff. In fact, there's
Yeah.
already new things I haven't seen on there.
Yes, yeah, that guy is very, very, very aggressively
Prolific.
posting new stuff on there. So feel free to get into that. And then, yeah, please also share stuff that you're painting during this next week on P3 Painting.
And then we'll
hashtag.
probably maybe pull up some things we think
Yeah,
are
I'd
really
love to get
cool.
some of those.
and
Yeah,
we'll
you
post
send
this.
send us some photos and we'll grab some and show them on the
Yeah,
stream.
no guarantee we show everything.
Yeah,
But we'll
probably won't be
definitely
able to show
try and
everything.
pick some
Definitely
cool stuff for
pick
sure
some
and
cool stuff.
do some shout outs to people with their cool projects for sure.
Definitely.
And
Right
thanks
on.
to Doug Seacat for giving us some monkey questions, some monkey
Thanks,
business.
Doug.
We got some C-facts.
See
C-facts.
facts.
C-facts.
Cool.
We did it. Crushed it.
We did it.
Once
Done.
again, thank you.
All right.
Thanks,
We're
everybody.
done. Did it, everybody.
Say bye,
Bye.
Jordan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hide the
We
camera.
love you all. It's great. C-facts. C-facts. C-facts.